Hello, everyone. I'm Lady Rose, CEO and founder of Lowry Place. That's a addiction counseling facility that I opened a few months ago and worked hard to put everything together so we could help the formerly incarcerated man. Can you imagine? These men said we were not valuable members of the society, and yet we are out here helping them. So we do fight racism on this channel. We do support our sister Meghan Markle, who's one of the Hollywood actresses who got married into UK monarchy and who's been mistreated since then. It's been 8 years. She's being bullied on the media. So that's why we opened this channel here, to support this sister, to stand up with the black sister who's being bullied by a bunch of narcissists, racists from the UK. If y'all don't know who the tabloids are, just go on those Daily Mail, check all those media. Go on their pages, you're going to find a lot there. And you're going to find everything they are saying about this black sister who's innocent. Her only fault was to be half black and being married to the Prince of England. So from today, me and my channel and everyone around me at work, my neighbors, everyone, we are going to support our vice president. We are going to take her to the Oval Office. All of y'all guys with me combined, we're going to focus on this one here. You know, the foundation called the Heritage Foundation that is putting together this Project 2025, I'm going to give you the juice about the Project 2025. Just bear with me. You know, Meghan Markle is being compared by the UK media to Kamala Harris. There are two women of color. The only thing they share in common is that there are women of color, nothing else. But the UK monarchy wrote yesterday on their paper stating that Kamala Harris is the American Meghan Markle to the UK. Meghan's fault was just to get married to an English prince. Because, you know, black blood was not supposed to be mixed in their blue blood. So they call that blue blood. Y'all know what I mean. Only mistake that Meghan made on this planet was to be black. And that's the resemblance right now here with Kamala Harris, how she's being treated by the Republicans. Instead of these UK people making this the parallel before these two like that, but in their head, Meghan is a big C for them. Therefore, Kamala Harris is also one because she happened to be a black woman. But guess what? All my fellow women of every color, you are here. I saw lots of y'all guys subscribe to my channel. I want y'all. Let's fight this fight together. Don't look at my color. I work with y'all. I went to school with y'all. Never discriminated against you. You look at me certain way, but I was not raised to look at you certain way. At this time here, we are all together in this together. We are fighting for our rights. Some of y'all guys, ladies, were born in those years, 60s, 70s, 40s, 50s. How was life back then for you? Were you treated equally with the men? Mostly these white supremacists? Were you well treated by these ones? If not, If you do not want to go back to that MAGA, make America back great again, which we know America was not great back again. We've been reading this history. If you've been reading this history, let's please not go back there. And we are called childless cat ladies. Guess what? I ain't got no cat. I got my children. They're freezing somewhere. Yeah, just imagine if these people gonna take all this thing. I've been paying for these kids to be frozen every year, close to almost $800 to keep my babies in that freezer. And just imagine, this guy here takes power and takes all my babies and flushes them. And guess what? They're capable of doing that. Why am I saying that? Have you guys heard of Project 2025? If not, let me give you the juice from other creators here. They have the details put together for y'all. We need to fight. Yeah, before we go into that, people are going to ask, why are you freezing your eggs? Well, I'm over 35. And they say when we are above that age, it's hard to give birth to children. So that's why we do nowadays. We have the technology. Why not use it? And you're going to ask why I never gave birth all this while? If you were in marriage that I was in, you wouldn't give birth either. And on top of that, these people want to tell us that we cannot divorce because they have this Christian belief that has, I don't know whatever on them. So once you get married, even if you are in an abusive marriage, you just have to stay there. Being abused verbally, financially. Some men don't even want to go work. Some of them don't even want to go to school and better themselves. They want to use you. So only some people end up giving birth in those kind of marriages. But some of them decide not to. And I'm one of those. And I'm happy to say that today. Few years ago, I wouldn't even open my mouth and speak about it. Because I thought, well, if I do open my mouth, guess what? The world is going to judge me. And you know one funny thing? I am a mental health clinician. I tell people, choose your happiness first. But guess what? I was not doing what I was preaching people. Until one day, I woke up and went to that courthouse. I thought, Judge, set me free. I'm done with all this nonsense. And I'm going to pay you this little money here. I don't need no lawyer. I don't need anything. But you know what? I ended up getting a lawyer. But guess what? All the lawyers out there, God bless you. Yeah, they helped me. Just imagine these Republicans are going to take all these rights from us. My sister, open your eyes. My brother, a man who's not from my race, blue, green, yellow, you have daughters. You have granddaughters who are going to be in the same boat like me. So let's fight so that nobody could snatch our rights from us. They can do it if we let them get into that Oval Office for the second time. I wonder if we're really understanding the meaning of what it means for Donald Trump to become the president of the United States of America. This is second time. Let's listen to him first, and then we're gonna go to that project thing.
You don't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. If you want to save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know, and vote. Vote early, vote absentee, vote on election day. I don't care how, but you have to get out and vote. And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote. In conclusion, America has always been a nation won, built, and sustained by Americans of faith. It was faith that led the pilgrims to cross an ocean and settle this majestic continent. It was belief in our Creator that led the patriots to defend their liberties in the war for.
Do y'all guys remember those? Do y'all remember those crusades and stuff? That's where he want to take us back to that time there. He told these Christians to come here to vote, and they won't vote anymore after 4 years. I don't know if there's a coded message in that message. Y'all please drop your comments here below. He told y'all guys he's not Christian, but he wants you, the Christians, to do the work for him. I don't know. Nowadays, Christians, and you know the Christians he's talking about are the Christians of a Heritage Foundation. It's not regular Christians like you and me, but all the rest of Christians out there. You heard what he said. Yes, you did. So let's go to this project 2025. No. We can't go to project 2025 like this. Guess what? I found some other juice. Listen.
They're also attacking you for other ridiculous reasons. They're saying that you said to a crowd of Christians that they won't have to vote in the future.
Yeah, let me say what did I mean by that. I had a tremendous crowd speaking to Christians. I mean, this was a crowd that liked me a lot. I think I'm at 97% or something. And they're treated very badly by this administration, okay? Catholics are treated unbelievably. They're like persecuted. And if I might say, before I go into the other, Jewish people, if you're Jewish and you vote for Biden or the Democrats or Kamala or whoever's going to run, I guess it's going to be her. But if you voted for her or the Democrats, you should have your head examined, because nobody's ever been treated so badly by this. This administration is destroying Israel, et cetera, et cetera. So with respect to like a statement like I made, that statement is very simple. I said, vote for me. You're not going to have to do it ever again. It's true. Because we have to get the vote out. Christians are not known as a big voting group. They don't vote. And I'm explaining that to them. You never vote. This time, vote. I'll straighten out the country. You won't have to vote anymore. I won't need your vote. You can go back to
you meant you don't have to vote for you because you have 4 years in office.
Look. Christians are known. You know who else doesn't vote? Gun owners don't vote.
But just to be clear, what you're saying, though, you're not saying it's being interpreted as you are not surprised to hear.
No,
by the left as well. They're never going to have another election. He's saying there's a so.
First time I've even heard.
Can you even just respond to that?
I said Christians. I started off by saying, just so you understand, you never vote. Christians do not vote well. They vote in very small percentages. Why? I don't know. Maybe they're disappointed in things that are happening. But for a long time, I say, you don't vote. I'm saying, go out. You must vote. November 5th is going to be the most important election in the history of our country. Whether you vote early or not, we should have, by the way, one-day voting. We should have voter ID. We should have proof of citizenship. And we should have paper ballots, okay? That's what we should have. But we don't have that. But I said to the Christians in the room, thousands of them, I said, typically Christians do not vote. Why it is, I don't know. You're rebellious. Something's going on. Don't worry about the future. You have to vote on November 5th. After that, you don't have to worry about voting anymore. I don't care, because we're going to fix it. The country will be fixed, and we won't even need your vote anymore, because frankly, we will have such...
I don't know if this guy is making any sense. Guys, you know, this is what Wanda Sykes is saying. She definitely thought she was smarter than this president, but I tell you, she was darn right. I mean, who are those Christians who never voted? I am a Christian and I do vote. Who else is Christian and who votes around here? You gonna tell me like I mean, 90% at least of Americans, I believe, are Christians. I swear to you. That's just my assessment in my eyes, my head, like how I think about it. Catholic are Christians. If you look at most Hispanic people are Christian. If you look at all the other Americans down here, they're all Christians. Who are the Christians who never voted? The Heritage Foundation Christians? The radical Christians you talking about? The haters, the racists, the white supremacists, is that what you're talking about? Guys, I do not want to make this video too long. I think we're going to need to finish this video right now, right here. And then I'm going to come with the Project 2025. Because that Project 2025 is well long enough. We need to talk about Project 2025. It's that serious. That journalist is really asking Trump questions, but he's unable to give a clear answer to what it means. Vote for me and you won't vote again after 4 years. He was one-term president. If he becomes president, he's still going to be one-term president. And how old is he going to be? Gen Z, millennials, all of you boomers, wake up. Let's all stand like one person and vote Kamala Harris into that Oval Office. Let's give a woman power. We've had this white man running this country forever. It's been 45 times. 46 times. They've been running the country. What have they done? Let's give this chance to a woman. This time is a black woman. Next time, let's get another woman in there. After Kamala Harris, after 80 years. Let's get women in there at least 10 times. I'm telling you, this country is going to change. Nobody's going to lose their Social Security. Nobody's going to lose their Medicaid and Medicare. Nobody's going to lose their disability check. Let's vote Kamala Harris into that office there. And we are also going to talk about all this nonsense. Bunch of black people have their nonsense around here talking nonsense about Kamala Harris with the thing they do not really have proof of. It's very sad. The people are called the house ninjas. God is watching you. And y'all are Christians too. And y'all go to church on Sundays. And you don't want to know the most horrible people around you? The gossip girls, the bitter ones, are those Sunday church goers, the ones Trump is talking about right now here, the Heritage Foundation. And you know that Heritage Foundation has been around for so long. I never heard people talking about them this much until this year. I'll be back.